there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So here we are, week 2 of MCOC Open Battlegrounds tournament, sponsored by Evizone. Link to their website is in the video description. They are an amazing messaging and data transfer service. Definitely check them out. And yeah, full disclosure, I'm actually out of this tournament already. I was kind of at my own fault there. I left my fights to the very end of the week, and I was coming down ill when I had to fight. And you know, no other excuses. Interceptor beat me, and best of luck to him. I'll see if I can get to uploading that gameplay video as well. I definitely have quite a lot of catch up to do on the channel. I'll try my best there, but let's just see what we have selected here as the most exciting fights. And first one is going to be legacy fights against Samurai. Very interesting. And yeah, definitely a lot of unexpected results in this tournament so far. So here we go, Lethal Samurai, Lethal against Legacy's Nick Fury using Domino. And Domino has become one of the kind of like dominant Battlegrounds champions, because there are like 3 mainstream counters to her. Most decks main about 2. And if you don't get one of those, if Domino is high sig, then she's trouble. But the coolest thing about Domino is that you can always use Domino on offense as well. Sometimes RNG is against you, without a doubt, but sometimes when RNG works out, then Domino does amazing job. Like right here, we can see that there are 2 bleeds, one for 4k, one for 3.9k. That's like 8k per tick, 16k, and in 40 seconds, Nick Fury's first life is done. Man, that was some amazing RNG there, and he finally baits out that level 2. Gets tagged as well. Oof. He was so close to a perfect fight. So close. But no crits, no bleeds on this level 1. Still recovered quite nicely. It's only 1 minute in the fight. It's still not an awful Nick Fury fight. He just needs to mate out this level 2, and another level 1 finishes the fight. So that's quite a solid fight right there, except for that one tiny mistake. He could have had pretty much a perfect fight right there. Ooh, and they have Spider-Man on defense. Now, I'm very interested personally in all of the Scorpion matchups, because I recently acquired Scorpion. I'm not all that comfortable with him yet, and I definitely want to see, you know, every matchup, how he functions, what are the best rotations and strategies from people who are more experienced with Scorpion. And one of the coolest things that I do absolutely love about Scorpion is that he has those perfect blocks on parries, 0 damage, and that is just so invaluable. So here he goes straight up for level 1 rotation. That's very nice. And again, just a couple of things there. Count is active, come on. And obviously at this point, Sasquatch is taking a reduced amount of damage by 25% due to his rage charges. Before he enters Wrath of Tenerak, is always kind of like hardest to do damage to him. But now he does enter Wrath of Tenerak, baits out heavy attack. And at this point, he's taking basically full damage. There is no damage reduction. We are, what, 50 seconds in the fight, and Sasquatch is down to his last 20 or so percent. He's got Taunt, 7 of poisons. That Taunt doesn't seem to be affecting Sasquatch too much. Now, finally, he does throw that special attack. He just needs to get out another one, I'd bet. Nope, not even that. He's just going to go for level 1. So, Scorpion gets down that Sasquatch. Ooh, that was an amazing Spider-Man fight. I am still absolutely not comfortable fighting that Spidey at all. Here he goes, Hercules against the Thing. I think this is this decisive round there, and yeah, that's how Samurai advances. So 2-1, or at the very least, that was the deciding match there. So Fintech against Deathly Shields. Obviously, Finn is an amazing player, one of the best players in the world, in my opinion, as one of the examples of kind of like those extremely creative and skilled players. And I love the fact that he has taken a liking to Juggernaut. I have been trying to use Juggernaut somewhat more as well recently, because there are definitely some matchups where Juggernaut is surprisingly quick, and Hulkling is one of those, because with Jugs, especially if you have decent sig level, You can nullify and you can be super aggressive and you can use your unstoppable. So here he unfortunately didn't have his Fury active, but he's still first level 2, does a very solid amount of damage. He pushed Hulkling to his level 2 and 2 level 2s, and the fight is nearly over. And take a look at that. This fight has lasted, what, 30 seconds? 29 seconds. Jesus. Well outpacing, obviously, CGR there. And I need to talk to Finn about Jugs, I think, more. I need to talk to Finn about Jugs and Massacre, because those are two champions that I definitely want to get better at myself. Michael versus Quakedilly. Let's go. Let's see what's happening here. So we have Omega Sentinel against Domino, and there is Tigra against Tigra. So that second fight on the corner is quite interesting, because Tigra can be surprisingly annoying if you don't have a good counter for her. If there are some random buffs flowing around and Tigra can get some more power and get to level 2, that level 2 can definitely catch you. The level 1 can even catch you. But obviously, Omega Sentinel is just perfect for Domino, especially if there are no other nodes that would kind of prevent you from ramping up and doing the damage. It would only go better if Domino had some prowess effects. So here he's playing very steadily, getting his 3 debuffs on. All of them are active at the moment. So Domino is still lucky here, but it doesn't matter too much. He finishes combo with medium, getting another plasma. Now he gets another 4 plasma, so he's going to pause all of them. Now you can see that basically it's ticking for like 1800 per tick. And at this point, he just needs to kind of slowly but surely finish out the fight. He's going to go for level 1, and that should be around it. Yeah, that's kind of like a typical Domino fight speed, 99%. But he still lost that one because Tigra ate its own in 39 seconds. So we have Zurafa against Clash of Clowns. Now, these are... I actually played earlier today against Clash of Clowns, and Zurafa is somebody that I play very frequently. So I know both of them are very good players. There are no bad or average players remaining in this tournament. Everybody who's still in the tournament is definitely a very, very good player. After this week, well, already we are down to 32 players in it. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see how it unfolds further. And now we have unduped Tigra in Battlegrounds against Man-Thing, but that should still work out just fine, because obviously Tigra is great matchup for Man-Thing. If you know what you're doing, you just need to get in your initial special attacks there so you can start doing proper damage. Obviously, it's no secret that duped Tigra is much, much, much faster. Duped Tigra would finish this fight probably... duped Tigra would finish this fight significantly faster. But on the bright side, now he's about to be done with his setup. He goes for level 1, so he can start gaining power whenever he applies his raptures. And now, as soon as he builds up to his level 2, the fight should be over. Very, very good Tigra play there as well, with those light attacks in time in order to get closer. And still, yeah, 1 minute long fight with unduped Tigra against that thick Man-Thing there. And I suspect that he takes W because he played it pretty much perfectly, finished super high HP as well. And yeah, unfortunately, it looks like Zurafa there is going to be taking an L. One thing that I always find extremely annoying when playing against Zurafa is his deck. He has like rank 4 Yellow Jacket, Anti-Venom. Now, he has like the weirdest rank 4s, and he knows how to use them very, very well. So we have BV versus Vladim here. So there we have Killmonger being taken down with Guardian, and then we have Omega Red with Havoc. All right, let's take a look at how this is going to go. If I'm not mistaken, Vladim uses Liquid Courage Double Edge as well in Battlegrounds, which is perfectly viable strategy in these nuke metas where there are no real nodes. Some people do better with them, some people not so much. Oh no, actually, it doesn't seem like he does. I think I saw him do it before, my bad. But here we can see Omega Red going up against that Havoc, obviously getting up all the 10 spores perfectly. Now he's going to be trying to bait out another heavy attack or level 2 here. He needs to try and maintain obviously as many spores as he can. I always feel kind of risky throwing level 2 if I haven't just heavied, but he doesn't seem to be too fast with locking in his spores with a heavy attack. Unfortunately, there seems to have misparried a bit. He goes for a level 1 in order to recoup some health, and at this point Havoc is at 14%, which actually might have been the best strategy there in order to get back to full health. And it's still gonna be only basically a minute-long fight, 58 seconds, and because of that level 1, that was a very wise decision actually. Because of that level 1, because he chose to heal up before the end, he actually took the W there. So we have Saitama against a Legend. Let's see how this match goes. Now we have Korg against Ebony Maw against Korg, and Kingpin against iHulk. iHulk can always be one of those super annoying champions to go up against, because if his immortality triggers, it just wastes so much time, and obviously iHulk has such a large health pool as well. But Ebony Maw, I think, is surprisingly good counter against Korg, because his mediums are non-contact, so he can play very, very freely. Obviously, it would be better if you had some buffs to nullify or feed Mystic Dispersion with, but it's not too bad anyways, because of the non-contact attacks, you can quite freely play this match, and it's not anywhere close as restrictive. And then if you manage to time your level 2, which unfortunately didn't seem to have happened here, then you can do a ton of damage. With Ebony Maw, that is kind of like one of the bigger mistakes, bigger requirements in that fight, to time those level 2s with Falter. I really do wish that Falter, when you are playing offensively, would be somewhat longer. So there, unfortunately, he does eat a level 1. It's okay though. So here he goes, uses Falter to get a free opening. Now he just needs to bait out this level 2. Drop a full combo, and again, just barely. You need to be very, very precise with that timing if you want to get full 9 degens. But nonetheless, we can see that Ebony Maw is at 87%, Korg is at 24%, and the fight is definitely well under control. The question is whether it is going to be fast enough here. Here he goes for another level 2, and that finishes off the fight, so about 89 seconds, but Kingpin finished in 87 seconds. Yeah, that is exactly what I was worried about. I think if he had gotten better timing in one of his level 2s and gotten to refresh that Falter with 9 degens, he could have won that one, but hey, very close one. So these were some of the coolest fights from week 2. Obviously, I will try to bring you as much footage as I can from this now that I am getting better. I will try to catch up with all of my uploads that I need to do. Meanwhile, let me know what you guys thought of these fights, and I will catch you guys later. See ya. Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about the